everyone, welcome back to Project Happy Home. For those of you who are new here, I'm Tanya, a doctor lawyer turned homeschooling mom of 3 kids ages 8, 5, and 3. This summer, I was getting geared up for getting ready for our next school year, just like all of you. And unfortunately, a lot of my materials for printing were still packed up, as my binding machine was packed up. I couldn't find a bunch of cartridges for my laser printer. And I was just busy with work stuff, etc. So I thought, let me outsource some of my printing of curricula this year. And when I did some research, I discovered there was this new company called the Homeschool Printing Company. Now, I love supporting other homeschool families, other small companies in general in any industry. And so when I looked into it, I noticed first that their prices were remarkably competitive, both for black and white printing and for color printing. They offer cardstock printing, they offer lamination, they offer 3-hole punch, as well as spiral binding with plastic covers, etc. And I just really liked how the company was set up. Now, when I found them, they were just doing it through an email exchange, and in late April, they decided to create an online printing form. And since then, their business has exploded, and the average turnaround time for a project has increased to about 3 to 4 weeks, depending on when you get it in. Of course, this is their busy season because a lot of us are printing out curricula. I spoke to the owners of the company, specifically Melissa, who does a lot of the email communications, on the phone. She's a lovely person, and learned a little bit more about why they started the company, etc. Basically, she's a homeschool graduate. Her family and her noticed that there is a need for affordable printing for several homeschooling families, and so they created this company. So the cool thing about it is when you place an order, you send them your PDFs, etc. on the form, you only pay after you receive the items and see that they're acceptable to you. And if you have an issue or anything, they are very responsive to fixing it. I actually haven't had an issue at all. Everything I wanted came out printed exactly right. So I'm just going to show you a couple different examples. And I actually got, I would say, 3 or 4 projects printed by them. So 2 of the examples that I wanted to show you that I got printed by the Homeschool Printing Company are Torchlight's Level 1 Myth and Magic, which is a new literature-based secular curriculum, and The Ancient World Level 1 by Build Your Library, written by Emily Cook, who I love. If you haven't checked out Emily's channel, she has a YouTube channel over at ARG Schooling, and it's great. And she reads, so many books, and I love her taste in books, and I really love the idea that her taste in books is going to inform how I teach my children. That being said, I had to try out Torchlight as well because you know me, I love books. The more books there are, the happier I am. So for my 2 older children, we will be doing this for our literature and history selections for next year, and I'll probably pepper it in with the other subjects that are in these curricula. I will be doing a video just on Torchlight and a video on Build Your Library's Ancient World as well. And if you'd like to see how I'm going to combine the 2 of them, let me know in the comments down below and I'll do a video on that. These both came printed with a spiral coil and a clear plastic cover on the front as well as on the back. I had no issues with printing. As you can see, I opted to have it printed double-sided. The binding was just perfect, not too far in, not too far out. Everything turns perfectly fine, and I was just super pleased. It was easy, and I have no complaints. Same thing with the Torchlight curriculum. If I flip through really quickly, you can see I had it printed in color just to keep it pretty, but also beautifully bound, really high quality materials used, and you can select your weight of paper as well. I also wanted to show you how they send some material that is not spiral bound. So these are just printouts that I got that were not bound in any way. So it comes very tightly packed in this box. It's like exactly sized to fit the box, and it's just a cardboard box for printer paper. There's a cardboard paper at the top, and everything was bound in plastic. So even that cardboard piece was bound in this plastic. These papers were actually from Confessions of a Homeschooler Letter of the Week curricula. This is a curricula I bought in my very first year of homeschooling when my middle daughter became a preschool dropout and just wanted to join her brother in homeschool. And it was the first product I found. I think Erica's products are amazing, but honestly, they are so vast and involve so much printing that I never got around to using a lot of the materials, which is why I was really happy when I had the opportunity to have somebody else print them for me. And they did a beautiful job, as you can see, printing everything out in order, and they have a really nice feature where they give you this little sheet, this little stuff to do list in between your separate PDF files, just to keep it easy. I love that they actually print out a to-do list for you, like a stuff to-do list, so it's not a wasted piece of heavyweight paper. It's actually like a paper you can use. So these are some of Confessions of a Homeschooler's pages, and what I'll be doing is incorporating this into my youngest pre-K curriculum next year, so the activities we wish to do. So I'm so excited that the Homeschool Printing Company took care of this for me. I cannot tell you how thrilled I am that I did not have to print this out myself. I'll be separating out all these materials by letter into a file folder system, so that as my youngest is going through the Crafty Classrooms curricula, which I will link my affiliate link down below for that, as we do the letter A with the Crafty Classroom, we'll follow through with some of the activities from Confessions of a Homeschooler as well. But overall, you guys, I am so impressed with the quality of the materials that the Homeschool Printing Company provides you with. I think their prices are remarkably competitive. If you are overwhelmed, if you want to simplify your preparation for homeschooling this year, I really do recommend the company. They were lovely to speak to. If you do check out the Homeschool Printing Company, you guys, do me a favor and let them know that I sent you. Any first-time purchaser gets 10% off their order before shipping costs, and I think the person who referred you gets a tiny referral credit. So I would so appreciate it, because I plan on using them over and over again. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Again, if you want to see me do videos on Torchlight and build your library, please let me know and I will get right on that. Thanks a lot and have a great day.